Whatever your choices, do you feel the, can you feel the fire in these eyes? Will you be in your crowd? Feel the fire, we can fight.
Know the road gets hard, and you just wanna leave. I ain't never too far. Just have a little faith in me. When all the fears you have are all you can believe, oh, I'll be standing by your side. Just have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Just have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Just have a little faith in me.
Focus on a situation, I get obsessive. And it's something that my anxiety was stemming from was I need to learn not to do that because that's not okay, that's not healthy. And so finding healthy coping mechanisms is so important. I knew friends in high school and in middle school that would cut themselves. I've cut myself. Like I said, I've attempted suicide, and harming yourself doesn't do anyone good. It does not make your pain go away. What makes you stronger is sitting there and being like, okay, why am I feeling this way? And getting to the root of the problem. There are so many healthy ways to deal with anxiety. And I understand it's not fun. My joy was robbed, like completely. This literally, yesterday I was laying on my couch and I was like, my joy is gone. Like I don't know what to do because nothing was bringing me joy. I didn't want to do yoga. I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to watch TV. I didn't want to listen to music. Everything that brings me joy, I wanted nothing to do with. And so that's when I was like, all right, I need to sit here and reflect of why I am going through this. So please, please, please know that you are not the only one that goes through these feelings, and that there are ways to work through this.
We're in this together. Find peace. We're in this together. Find peace.
When you start talking about your feelings is the moment you start to have self-realizations. A lot of the times when I start talking through situations, it pops up in my head where I went wrong. There is always two sides to a story, and as much as we like to be the victim in every story, sometimes we go wrong. Sometimes our toxic qualities caused something. And there are times where you truly are the victim in a situation.
In situations where you are the victim of true evil, your test is forgiveness. And I know that sounds ridiculous. And that also sounds hard, because how can you forgive someone where you truly feel hurt and you truly feel wronged? But the thing is, what someone does and what someone says is a complete reflection of who that person is as a human being. And until you forgive them, truly forgive them, not in the sense of, oh, they come back into your life, la, 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 in the sense of, you understand that that had nothing to do with you, you will then feel true peace. Because until then, that situation will come back into your life in different forms. And so that's what the lesson is.
But at the end of the day, we all have a choice. Either you can be a victim or you can be an overcomer, and you can learn from your situation and you can grow, because everything that happens in this life is to teach you about yourself. So for me, I don't do counseling or therapy because I am able to manipulate the counselor or therapist into talking about themselves. I've seen several and I did it every single time because I didn't want to talk about myself. And sitting there and seeing that, I was like, all right, like, this doesn't work. That is why Reiki works for me. I self-heal myself every day. And if you're not familiar with Reiki, you're not gonna understand it until you go through it. And it's not easy, it's work. I've been doing it for a year, and I have just gotten to a place where I am now healing my inner child. And it's crazy because I can literally see my baby self in certain situations that scarred me, and I can go and I can grab that Cameron and just hug her and just love her and then do the self-healing techniques I was taught. So yeah, what are you gonna be? A victim or a warrior?
Let me shine and radiate with your love and light, and help me make any change I can in this world today. Just show me the way.
So there's different forms of anxiety. The anxiety I experienced this week was high anxiety. It was so high that nothing brought me joy. The thought of anything and everything freaked me out. So when you experience that kind of anxiety, that's where it's really important to dig deep and to really reflect on what is triggering you. What is life trying to teach you? Are you supposed to be learning a lesson about yourself? Because 9 times out of 10 you are. So this type of anxiety is where I highly recommend counseling, reaching out to a friend, keep reaching out. Some people are going to disappoint you, and some people are going to hurt your feelings, especially when you are feeling this low. And not everyone has the same love language as you. Not everyone handles things the same. Not everyone is empathetic. So keep reaching out. That's what I recommend with this type of anxiety, because that's what helped me get through. And in all honesty, my anxiety was so bad that I started to doubt God. And our God is so great that He still loves me. And even though I doubted, I was given the message before my anxiety started to remain firm in faith. And when I read that message, I was like, why am I being given this? Like, duh, I'm gonna remain firm in faith. I love God. And then my world got rocked. So, remain firm in faith. It may seem like God is going silent on you, and it may rock your faith, but if you remain firm, I promise you, you are going to make it out. And I promise you, you are going to have an aha moment.
So I like to always keep it honest. What this entire video is missing is the multiple times I broke down in my car crying, praying to God. And the thing is, I can't share that because that would never get a message across. But I can share that that happened because I want you to know that this is not lighthearted. This is not, oh, if you just do this and that, like your anxiety is going to be lifted. No. This is hard work. It is hard work. But I promise you, it is so worth it making it out on the other side. I am someone that still to this day has suicidal thoughts. And I'm not gonna lie or sugarcoat that. But when that thought pops in my head, immediately what comes after that is hell to the no. That will never, ever happen again because it is not worth putting the people I love through that again. And I know my life and my purpose is so much more greater than that negative, evil, drowning side. So you can make it through, you can fight that, you can overcome that, and that is never, ever an option.
But for anxiety that is just, like you can handle it, and it's not like the world is ending, but you do feel some type of anxiety, that's where I recommend doing things you love. Do a workout. Workout releases endorphins, it helps. Do yoga, meditate.
Me again, and man, I am getting cuter and cuter at these freeze frames. Okay, so another thing that I forgot to include, hobbies. Find a hobby. Honestly, finding something that brings you joy, and sometimes you can even turn your hobbies into a career. That's what I did, and I love my life. I love going to work. My hobbies bring me joy, but it also helps me to connect with other people, and it helps me to bring joy to other people. So definitely find a hobby. Search, seek, and you will find.
Go on a walk. Get in nature. One of the main chakras that I always tell my clients that is the most important chakra is your root chakra. Your root chakra is the foundation to your home. Without your foundation, how can your home stand tall, stand firm? So get in nature. It's as simple as taking your shoes off and walking in the grass. I sometimes do that before work. So being grounded, it's huge. It's going to seem like at times that it's like, this is never gonna lift, this is never going to end, but I promise you it is. You just have to stay strong, and you just have to know that you're going to make it out.
I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true. I
One last thing I wanted to share. I recommend everyone to go through Reiki 1. Do your research. If it scares you, if you don't understand what it is, do your research. Reiki 1 is all about yourself. It's all about self-healing. And that's what honestly really helped me through. Granted, my friends really helped me through because I knew that my anxiety was so bad that I had to reach out. I could not do it alone. And people need people. But I was also able to use my Reiki tools to also guide me through. So I recommend Reiki 1 to every single person. I have a client that she has also gone through Reiki 1, and when she came for her waxing session, we were talking about healthy coping mechanisms because she was going through a situation that she no longer wanted to go through. And we were talking about it, and it's as simple as self-talk. When we talk negatively to ourselves, that's where our anxiety is going to increase. You're feeding yourself the fear. You're feeding yourself all of that anxiety. I was on a walk, and when I was on a walk and I was doing that self-doubt and that negative thinking, I was like, replace it. Replace it with love. Replace it with grace. Replace it with confidence. You can easily list 5 things you're grateful for. It is super easy because your life is blessed. You truly are. You truly, truly are. And so the technique that she was telling me was, it's as simple as when your mind starts to go to that place of obsessing over a situation, you just yell stop. You seriously yell stop in your head. And then you start to replace those negative thoughts with positive thinking. And I asked her, I'm like, yeah, but then what if like that works for a minute and then all of a sudden you go back to that place? And she goes, and that's what makes it work, because you do it again. You yell stop and you start over doing the positive thinking. And you keep doing that and you keep doing that until eventually it sticks. I know it sounds lame, but we resist positivity. There was a time that I normally play like spa music in my home, like especially when I'm doing sessions on myself or when I'm needing to meditate. And I put on, I thought it was spa music, and all of a sudden this man started talking positivity. It was like, you are courageous. You are an overcomer. And I'm like sitting on the couch like, what am I listening to? And I was like, this is stupid. And then next thing I know, I get up and I start cleaning and I start doing things. And then by the end of it, I'm like, I'm an overcomer. We resist positivity, but if you start to surround yourself with it, it will change your life. All right, that truly is the end of my advice.
Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk the line and try to see